So we'll use the standard version with 90s on a flat Earth then, Matthew, won't we?
Yes, it's much more practical.
It would be a lot more practical and not kill people to not use your zealot sphere version. Can I just point out for the audience's benefit what that is? Let's put the zealot liar who would have killed everybody's version on screen. 90s on a flat Earth.
Yes, it's much more practical.
Point is, we'll measure Earth flat.
Yes, it's much more practical.
So, Matthew, what say you, good mathematician condemning everybody on board this hypothetical boat to death? What have you got to say for yourself?
You better do it the standard way instead.
Oh, really? So we'll need 90s then? So we'll need the standard version, the one that uses 90s. Your whole premise of not using them would condemn us to death. So now let's have some humiliation from this math teacher, the one lying to our children, the one who's do this when he's in control, which he's not here. He would lie to your kids in a heartbeat and then laugh about it afterwards. He's also laughed in this session here. Yeah, laughed about the non-standard version that condemned everybody to death, didn't you, Matthew? So we'll use the standard version with 90s on a flat Earth then, Matthew, won't we?
Yes, it's much more practical. The point is, it's not necessary.
Point is, we'll measure Earth flat. How dare you make a conclusion, you unbelievable scumbag. No, you've just spent a significant period of time deceiving us like you would be deceiving the children you have control over when you have the mic indefinitely. You don't have that here. Here you are exposed as a scumbag liar who has spent a significant amount of time telling people how they can be condemned to death with your non-standard celestial navigation method. It wasn't celestial navigation. You also lied about that. You said it was. You're a liar, Matthew. No, your version that isn't standard that you said was celestial navigation condemned everybody to death. As you lied about it being the real method, the celestial navigation, everyone would rely on to not die at your hands. So given that your mathematical example condemned everybody to death, how dare you teach children anything? How dare you? What school do you work at, Matthew?
Biola University in Los Angeles County, California.
Given how deceitful you've been exposed to be here, when will you be handing in your resignation?
I will not be.
I will be requesting your resignation or your disciplinary action given how deceitful you've been exposed to be here. Now, given that you are in charge of these children you're educating, when you're not in charge, you're exposed as a fraud. Someone who will punt something non-standard. Something that hypothetically would kill people. Yeah, you haven't had an ounce of humility. You should be fired. I said this last time. I implore you as an audience to appeal to this man's employment status, based on the fact that he is a deceiver. That's been demonstrably proven. No, we won't be using your non-standard version that you claimed was celestial navigation, you liar. How dare you educate anybody? You're just a fraud, a scumbag, a liar. Someone claiming something that is standard isn't standard because it won't comport to your zealot religious belief. No, it would be a lot more practical and not kill people to not use your zealot sphere version. Can I just point out for the audience's benefit what that is? Let's put the zealot liar who would have killed everybody's version on screen. This version, this globe version, was just this religious man's punting of his faith. It doesn't matter to him that it would kill everybody on board. No, it would be far more practical to use the 90s I've spent all day trying to deny the need for. Yeah, it would be a lot more practical and wouldn't kill people, that's right. But you think you've got the right to call yourself a good educator? No, man, if push came to shove, you'd leave people dying at sea. You've got no right educating anybody. So we'll use the standard version with 90s on a flat Earth then, Matthew, won't we?
Yes, it's much more practical.